rhythm guitar. In this video, I will explain and break down the three most common blues rock guitar rhythms. You will learn the chunky downstroke rhythm, the blues rock shuffle rhythm, and the fast up and down 16th note rhythm. This is how I wish rhythm guitar was explained to me as a beginner. So grab your guitar and let's get into it. So there are three main elements to good rhythm guitar. Left hand chord movements, right hand groove, and the most important thing, the third thing, is the muting. You will have to mute with your left and right hand, and I will show you step by step how I do that as I break down these three blues rock guitar rhythms. So we'll start with the chunky downstroke rhythm. This one's simple to count, and you might or might not know about quarter, eighth, and 16th notes, but that's not going to affect you in this video because I'm going to talk about the feel. So we're just going to feel the pulse, double it, we are just got a simple pulse, double that, and you want to just practice this as a rhythm guitar exercise is to get in position where you want to play your first chord, but mute all the strings. So I'm just laying my left hand just stretched out there, just not pushing down on anything, just muting the strings. And in this tune, we're just using some power chords, an E power chord. And I'm using my pinky here, and you'll see why in a second. But that's a little intro. So you're hitting a B power chord, 7, 9, A power chord, 5 on the low E, 7 on the A string, and then the E chord here, the E power chord would be 7 on the A, 9 on the D string. Because your next move, you're moving your first finger just down one fret and still chunking through this whole thing. The walk down starts here with the E power chord, and then we drop the first finger down to this shape. Dropping the first finger from 7 to 6. And then we do the same movement with the D power chord. Dropping the first finger from 5 to 4. It's a stretch for some of you, I know. Awesome tune. But again, this right hand, I call it right hand motor, and it's going to be like that for all three of these rhythm types. But you want that moving with that downstroke motion through all these changes. So if we slow that down one more time. See how it's a little pushed on the change here when we drop our first finger down. Just follow that slow. Some muting with my right hand, kind of just resting my palm really lightly here next to the bridge. I do that a lot. It helps me stay in control over the strings, because when I'm cranked up at a gig, you have to have control over the strings or it gets away from you. But I'm also I lay my fingers here for a reason. I'm muting with the tip of my first finger. It's just muting the E string, because you don't want that open the whole time you're playing through this. And then I'm laying my fingers flat, because when I put my pinky here on the 9th fret of the D string, the rest of the strings are muted, because you're just naturally laying your fingers flat like that. So when I'm going to rake all these strings, but only the A and D strings will ring out. And this downstroke rhythm is in many tunes. Once you get the mechanics of this, you just have the pulse, and then you double that. But with this give me 3 steps, we're just barring here on the D and G strings in the 5th fret. Double stop. Alternating here, going to 9 on the A string. And then 7, 9 on the A, back to that little double stop. A. You're just playing those 2 notes of the A chord, the D and G strings, in the 2nd fret. But the key to really getting this to sound good, and I've watched Leonard Skinner live many times, these guys are chunking through that riff. They're just, it's that down. You get the pulse, double it. And again, you're targeting notes and trying to mute with your left and right hand. Now the blues rock shuffle is used in many, many blues rock tunes. This is up and down, but it's kind of pushed. So the tune for this demo just has 3 chords: C, B flat, and F. That's the groove right there, or the chords that you'll create the groove for. And it's a up and down motion, so you're getting the pulse of the song again with one strum here. Now up and down. It's a shuffle. It's a gallop kind of sound. You're actually pushing the 2nd strum. See, when you can emphasize on that upstroke, this is such a good shuffle beat, is used in so many tunes. can emphasize on the downbeat or the upbeat, but many tunes have that rhythm, but it all gets tied in together with your muting. As I did learn these rhythms early on, this muting on all the strings to get the feel of it first before you apply the chords to it, that's the key. And that's just pushed. That is a great practice exercise for blues rock rhythms like this. You just stay on one chord or mute all the strings and then apply the chord. So now it's the up and down 16th note rhythm. This is some fun stuff here. This is where I really let my wrist get loose and just go with it. When you have the pulse, there's actually 4 up and down strokes for each beat. So if we did count it, and honestly, I didn't learn this by counting it, I learned it by feel. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 up and down strokes for each beat. But it's to me, I'm not counting that whatsoever. I never have. It's a feel thing. And for this tune, I've taught this in another lesson, but this barring here, we're playing an E chord to start with, bar in the D, G, and B strings in the 9th fret, but then we're hammering on from 9 to 11 on the A string. So I'm actually barring 4 strings here so I can do the hammer on. Then hammering onto an A chord. So now we have 11 on the D, 9 on the E, and 10 on the B string. It's an A chord, A triad. But the magic happens when you get this motor down. This is pretty advanced here. This little movement with the hammer-ons and pull-offs and this rhythm here. They have another tune, same exact up and down motion. Got that same. Oh, you have the pulse. Notice how my right hand doesn't stop. It gives it that percussive sound, aggressive sound that we know and love in so many blues rock tunes that we love. So this is just a G minor 7 chord with the root here in the 10th fret of the A strings, the G, 12 on the D, 10 on the G, and then 11 on the B string. But we're taking our 2nd and 3rd fingers off and hammering on. Just these hammer on and pull off with your left hand in combination with this rhythm, that's where the magic happens. This isn't a lesson on exact songs or note for note songs. This is about getting a good, solid blues rock guitar rhythm. Thanks for taking the time to hang out with me for this blues rock rhythm guitar lesson. Hope to see you on the next one.